Tonight, the San Joaquin County Sheriff is explaining his decision to withhold information about a triple homicide 3 months ago until they arrested a suspect just on Saturday. Part of the issue here is whether that suspect was still a threat to the public during that span of time. And adding to that uncertainty was conflicting information yesterday that came from the district attorney. Thanks for being with us tonight at 6. I'm Galston Dart.
And I'm Edie Lambert. The sheriff sat down with KCRA 3 today to make it clear the attack was targeted, despite what the DA told reporters, and to reassure people they did not consider the suspect to be a threat to the public. Here's KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari.
After confusion from the press conference yesterday, the San Joaquin County Sheriff sat down with us to clear it up.
He made a mistake just like all of us make a mistake.
Following Tuesday's arraignment, San Joaquin County DA Ron Freitas told reporters a different story about the suspect's relationship with 3 victims shot and killed in June than what was originally reported by the sheriff.
No, there was no relationship. These are totally innocent victims.
So they didn't know each other at all?
They did not know each other at all.
Then the DA comes and says that there was no relationship at all between the suspect and the victims, posing the new question of, why was this not told to anyone for 3 months? Can you please clarify?
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke with the DA today and last night, and first of all, he apologizes. You know, he had so much on his mind, and with the arraignment he had just done.
The sheriff had people representing him at Tuesday's press conference. Why didn't they jump in and clarify that the DA was saying something incorrect?
You know, it was really not their place, and I wouldn't have felt that I would have wanted them to jump in, you know.
He's committed multiple crimes before. Now you suspect he's killed 3 people. Why didn't you guys release a photo of him? Why didn't you guys tell anyone that a family of 3 was killed and you suspected that it was Mr. Guerrera?
Well, the key word there is suspected. And Guerrero had done his time, apparently, if he'd committed crimes in prison, as you say. And we don't just to go out and get to arrest people that we think did something.
When asked whether or not they had enough evidence to make the arrest sooner, the sheriff says he cannot go into the details.
We knew who he was. We knew where he was. And so we did not need the public's assistance on that.
And you did not think that he was a danger to anyone in the community?
We did not think there was a threat to our community.
Tuesday, we first heard from the suspect while in court. His response to the judge was chilling.
I'd like the record reflect Mr. Guerrero be on notice that the maximum punishment on this particular case is death. Did you hear that, Mr. Guerrero? Yep, that's fine with me.
Anything you want to comment on that?
I saw that on your newscast, and I would just say to the public that unfortunately there are people in our community right now who have that same attitude. And that's why you have the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office and every other law enforcement agency in this county working day and night diligently and putting themselves between those people and your families.
Despite him causing the confusion, the district attorney has declined an on-camera interview, but a spokesperson with his office said he did speak with the sheriff this morning and aligns with his statements. They have not said where the information that the DA said came from or why he misspoke. In San Joaquin County, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
Tonight, we're also getting more information about how the suspect and victims knew each other. The sheriff says the suspect was doing some type of job around the house and had interacted with at least one of the victims who lived in that home.